Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Today is Woke Wednesday, and last Tuesday I did a video on Josh Seiter. Well, since then there has been some intriguing developments. Now, before you're wondering why this is on a Wednesday and not a Tuesday, it's because I actually took a deep dive into Josh's Instagram, some tweets, a YouTube video, and a news article. It appears the waters are far more murky than what I realized. Well, actually, I think I'm exaggerating, but it certainly seems to be intriguing. But stick around for that because first I want to get into the Instagram posts.
Everyone! So I have some really good news to share today. I just had an interview to be a house mother at a sorority here on campus. So I'm super excited to just teach these girls about etiquette and navigating college life and to just be a role model to them. So fingers crossed that I get the job, and I'll keep you updated. Bye everyone!
Josh didn't keep us updated. Now, I won't begrudge Josh a job. Everyone has a right to work so long as it's legal. However, with this, I feel like this is something that really should have been given to a biological woman. Josh is right. It is difficult to navigate life and college, of course. However, the experiences of a biological woman versus a trans woman are very, very different. So unless Josh is a house mother for trans women, I really don't see the impact that Josh could have with how biological women navigate themselves through college. Also, look at Josh's body language. Women, first of all, don't really sound like that, how Josh is speaking. And the hands are, in my opinion, a stereotypical cliche of how women use their hands to express themselves. Like this. Hey, everyone. Sort of, I can't really do it. Let me just see. Get up. Let me get up. Like, hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Kind of like that. And women have much more of a hand strength. I just want to point that out. How many women do you know act that way? I don't know any women that talks that way with their hands, for sure.
So I am just at the park getting a workout in, and this little boy just came up to me, and he said, "Excuse me, are you a woman?" And I thought, where is this little boy's parents at? Because it is not 1960 anymore. So I said, yes, I am a woman. And he said, I've never seen women like you. And I said, well, not all women look the same. Some of us look different. Some of us are taller. Some of us have beards. And that's okay. And so I just thought it was a teachable moment. I always like to educate people. And I told him, I said, guess what? One day you may want to grow up to be a woman. And that's okay.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Leave children alone. Oh, and put the bralette on properly because the support is totally in the wrong place. Teachable moment. First of all, you have no right to teach another person's child in public, assuming that this actually happened in the first place because we only have your word for it. You see, children have no grey area. It's one way or the other with them. The boy questions you because you've confused him. This is why children need to be taught about biological differences. It may also highlight to you that if you truly have gender dysphoria, then you have to work harder on your transition, but never ever use it to teach children, especially when it's not your child.
Everyone, I just wanted to talk today about ways we can use words to make people feel included in the conversation. One of the words I see thrown around a lot that can make people feel left out is the word mother. It's better if we use the term birthing people. There are a lot of people that can give birth that aren't traditional mothers. That includes trans men. Another word that I see just tossed around is babies. it's much better if you use a gender non-specific term for children that young until they can decide what their gender is and pick it for themselves. So it's much better if you can use the term babies. That allows them to have autonomy, and it allows them to choose their gender instead of just assigning it to them at birth. Another term that I see used a lot is cervix or womb or uterus. It's much better if you use a more general term like reproductive organs. So these are just some really small changes that we can make in our vernacular that helps people feel more included in the conversation and not left out. And it just goes a long way. So anyways, try making those changes and let me know how it goes. Bye, everyone.
Why is it always women that are subject to the gender-neutral language changes? Firstly, it's not better if we actually use the term birthing people. By doing that, you actually ostracize the majority of women just to affirm a minority. It's demoralizing if it's a situation where it's a private setting and the non-traditional mothers, as you call them, which I don't know how you can, because that acknowledges the fact that they are biologically mothers. And well, anyway, and they request it, then the medical professional can certainly try, but who knows what is going to happen behind closed doors, behind that person's back. You just can't police it. It's a very difficult thing to control. And secondly, leave children alone. There is a gender non-specific term for infants, and it's not babies. The term is baby or babies. It already existed. Cervix, womb, uterus, or biological anatomy that medical professionals use as jargon so that everyone knows what is being discussed. The general term reproductive organs will just confuse people. Why? Because it's way too general and it can refer to male or female. So don't expect the terms to change anytime soon.
So I just rented one of these shareable bikes and they're kind of useless. I gotta be honest, I hate having my male parts. It's such a drag, no pun intended, and it just really gets in the way and it's super annoying. So I feel like they need to make bikes that are more ergonomic and trans-friendly. So drop a comment and let me know what you think. Bye, everyone.
The body language there was so much more noticeable. It really just distracted me at that point because I was going to say something and I completely forgot what it was I was going to say, but I've remembered now. Josh is right. We have hire bikes in the UK and they're terrible. We do need the seats to be changed. Have male and female seats. At least we can actually agree on that. But really work on the femininity of your body language, not floppy hands. The body language was so noticeable in that video. Women do really do not present themselves that way. They really don't. Okay, this next one has the music turned off because it's copyright. When I have to explain to the OBGYN that women need prostate exams to get testicular cancer, have facial hair, and get other women pregnant and present masculine. I feel like I actually put that in the last video, but I've forgotten because there are so many of these TikToks. Now at the present moment of time of recording this, I feel like I've put this in the last video. But if I did, well, I'm sorry, we've got it again. But Josh is right. Trans women will potentially face all of that. However, this is why they work on their appearance. I will say that they don't take OBGYN, OBGYN, as I call it, appointments from women who actually need it, though. Go to your urologist, because a urologist does not go to the OBGYN department just to see trans women. Sorry, but they don't. They won't have the correct tools that they actually need to use there. So in this circumstance, biology will have to win out because trans woman means biological male. And also, by saying this and making videos like this, you're actually disrespecting the doctors and nurses who trained in these specific fields for years so that we can have specialists who focus on certain parts of the anatomy because the human body is so complicated. And Josh did also release this one as well. And this one I got from TikTok, actually.
So I'm doing my makeup, but I just wanted to take a second to talk about a really important issue that affects so many of us. There's a lot of people out there that don't have to worry about this, but there's also a lot of women like me that do. And that's getting our prostate checked and getting screening done for prostate cancer. This is just so important, especially if you're at risk and you're getting older, that you take care of this. And so this is just an issue I feel very strongly about. I feel that it should be part and parcel of any OBGYN exam. It's time we start prioritizing women's health in a very real way. And so I just wanted to get on here and talk about it because it's a taboo subject for a lot of women out there. But anyways, never feel bad for putting your health first and putting you first. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. You're not alone. Bye, everyone.
It's an insult to women because they don't need to go to a urology department. So do you remember last week that I shared this TikTok with you?
Everyone, I'm so sorry. I'm really struggling right now. Oh, you guys know that I'm attracted to women, and that's usually who I date. And what I didn't expect with this transition is now that I'm a woman, that means I'm gay. And I'm a lesbian. This is not what I planned on when I transitioned. I don't know how to process this reality, and I'm struggling.
Well, I think it was about a day, maybe 2 days after Josh released this TikTok.
So I have some really good news to share with you guys. I'm so happy, so relieved. I just got done with a really great session with my therapist, and he shared some great news with me. I'm not gay. Just because I'm a woman that's attracted to women doesn't mean I'm gay. He let me know, Josh, your biology that was assigned to you at birth was boy. And since you've always been attracted to women, that means you are straight. Even though now you've transitioned and become a woman, it doesn't change your orientation. That stays the same. You were straight and you are still straight, even though you're a woman now. And so this thing just made me feel really good. And I'm so grateful that I've had him in my corner throughout this whole thing. He's been so amazing. And so I just wanted to share that with you all. I'm just so happy. So anyways, I need to go, but I just wanted to share that with you. Bye, everyone.
So, as I predicted in last week's video, Josh is not gay. So that revelation was not shocking to us, at least, and nor were those fake tears. Josh also has a video on X, but I think you can also get it on the TikTok and Instagram accounts. That's talking about trusting the science, but then doesn't actually specify what science we need to be looking at. So, Josh, if ever you are watching, then please do tell us which science to look at so we can make an informed decision for ourselves. But this is what Josh
Hey,
said.
everyone. So I just wanted to hop on here and clear the air on some things. Look, just because trans women may have a different biology than other women, may have a different brain chemistry than other women, and just because we may present more male at times because we were assigned male at birth, and just because we may deal with issues that only males deal with, in no way means we're men or we're somehow not women. And in the same token, just because trans men might deal with issues that only women deal with, and may present more female at times because they were assigned female at birth, in no way means that they're female or they're somehow not men. So I just wanted to clear that up. There seems to be a lot of confusion about this. Again, just follow the science and trust the medical community on this. Trans women are women and trans men are men. Bye, everyone.
So I think that last TikTok, from what I could gather, stemmed from some interactions with Ollie London. It was all a bit presented out of order to me on X, but that's what I could gather. But Josh released this tweet. Look, people, just because trans women like me have a different biology than other women and have to worry about different issues than other women and may at times present like men and deal with issues associated with only with men, in no way means we aren't women. And just because trans men may have a different biology than other men and have to worry about different issues than men and may at times present like women and deal with the issues associated only with women, in no way means they aren't men. Please trust the science and medical community on this stuff. However, there's been an article that says Josh has been accused of faking. Let's read what it says. Bachelorette star Josh Seiter is accused of faking her gender transition for attention after death hoax scandal, but she says trolls are jealous of her beautiful looks. Former Bachelorette star has shocked fans of the franchise by coming out as transgender. Seiter, who now uses she/her pronouns, announced her plans to transition to a woman back in May. While fans were initially supportive of the 37-year-old's decision, some have now questioned her intentions and accused the reality star of trolling for attention. Seiter, who was caught up in a death hoax last year, raised eyebrows in her gender journey by refusing to shave her body hair and claiming that she felt more feminine when she wasn't wearing a wig. Speaking to Daily Mail about the backlash, Seiter says that her transition was the real deal, and she said that her haters were just jealous of her gorgeous looks. I'm not a hater. Like, I actually think Josh, as a man, is very, very handsome. I won't deny that. I will say that. But women don't have heavy beards or 5 o'clock shadows. At least I don't think I do. I know I get peach fuzz, which hurts to wax sometimes. I'm getting a lot of hate from the LGBTQ community and people that fancy themselves gatekeepers, despite them preaching about love, tolerance, and acceptance. I find it ironic that the movement that values freedom and charting our own unique path is also one that is the most judgmental. One of the most judgmental, excuse me, I read that wrong. I've actually found a lot more support from my conservative friends than my so-called liberal friends. I think most are jealous that I am a beautiful trans woman. I noticed I look better than most of trans women, hating on me in my DMs and comments. So I think the hate is jealousy disguised as concern. Obviously, we only have Josh's word for this. We haven't seen Josh's inbox, so we don't know what's being sent. And I don't think hate messages should be sent to anyone, to be honest. While Seiter received an outpouring of support from fans at the time, the tide has shifted in recent weeks, with many accusing the Bachelorette alum of faking her transition for clout. He's doing it for attention, one follower raged, while another wrote, "This has to be a social experiment to see our reactions." Another commented, "If you are no longer a man, start shaving your face. The makeup and beard is not matching at all." Since starting her transition, Seiter has not removed her body hair or shaved her face. "I'm gonna keep it," she said in a recent video. "I like my facial and body hair. It makes me feel comforted, it makes me feel soothed, it makes me feel safe, and I like the way that it looks." In a follow-up video titled "Stop Policing Women's Body Hair," Seiter lashed out at the criticism she received for sporting a 5 o'clock shadow. "It's hair. I decide what I want to do with it. Newsflash, cisgender women have body hair. Trans women have body hair. It's just a matter of what we're gonna do with it, and it's nobody's business." So Ollie London also posted this video that I am just about to show you, and this comes from a woman who is potentially calling it. I will give my thoughts though after watching the video.
Head pool right now, and it's bizarre, but look who's here. Isn't he supposed to be a woman now?
Okay, so I think in this case, this is a case of mistaken identity, but I can honestly see why she made that mistake. Similar appearance for sure, similar height, but there's no chest tattoos that I could actually see on the screen. I did look at it in big screen, but the video quality was too poor. So I had a look at the tummy, and I think the tummy is probably too flat for it to be Josh. I won't rule it out entirely, but I don't think it is. But, you know, we'd need an expert to actually really look into it and make that decision. So I've linked Ollie London's tweet below if you want to have a look at it for yourself. When I was on Josh's TikTok a couple of days ago, at the time of recording, that is, the most recent updated post was a photograph. Shall I show you what it is? It was this. This was the photograph. Sort of a pink lip going on, but very masculine looking right here. So I find that very interesting. And what's more is I have a little clip from you. This comes from Alex Stein. Josh spoke to Alex Stein, and Josh was asked this question by Alex, and Josh has an answer for it.
What is a woman, Jay?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm not a biologist.
The look on Alex's face at the end just said it all. There you have it. Josh is not a biologist, but expects everyone to change biological terms. So clearly, Josh knows the difference. Josh was just simply speaking that way for the sake of dodging a question. Of course, the answer would be adult human female. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Chat about it. Don't shout about it. Like the video if you would like to like the video, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.